So we were talking about designing go and no-go gauges, right? In the last class, we were talking about go and no-go gauges. Now, one thing that we know about all of us, it's obvious that these gauges have to be produced. You'll have to manufacture the gauges. So again, the problem comes that you can't manufacture anything with exactly the same dimension which you want to, even though you may be going for very high tolerances, very sharp tolerances. Even then, you will not be able to achieve that. So the problem stays the same. So we'll have to again apply tolerances on gauges also. Apply tolerances on gauges. So when we apply tolerance on the gauge, it is termed as gauge maker's tolerance. It is gauge maker's tolerance, or we can also say it as simply gauge tolerance. Logically, this should be as small as possible. Getting it? But the thing is, the more smaller tolerance you want to make, the higher will be the cost. And there is no universal policy for deciding the amount of tolerance which can be provided on the gauges. So the normal practice is to keep gauge tolerance as 10% of the working tolerance. So 10% of working tolerance means the tolerance for which, let's say I want to design a shaft. I mean, uh, uh, so I have to apply tolerances on it. So whatever tolerance, let's say shaft is having a tolerance of 1 centimeter. Hmm? So corresponding gauge which will be used to find out or gauge the dimensions of the shaft, like ring gauge, will have a 10% tolerance. That is 1 centimeter ka 10% is 0.1 centimeter. Okay, that will be the tolerance of the gauge. So that's the normal practice. Also, because of repeated use of go gauges, hmm, go gauges have to slide across the surface. So wear allowance has to be provided on it. Wear allowance. So when you're designing gauges, even they get worn off with time. So we have to apply the wear allowance also. So we don't say wear tolerance, we say wear allowance, because it is some allowance which we are giving to compensate for event which may happen in future. Like we do in the casting also, we give allowances in the casting. Similarly here also, when we are designing a gauge, we give the wear tolerance on it. Now tell me one thing, does not go gauge require wear tolerance?
No, sir.
Because it does not have to slide across the surface. It just doesn't have to go. It has to do only one thing, that it should not go. So wear tolerance is not allowed, not applied on the uh, not go gauge, you can say.
Sir, in case of ring gauges, while we are gauging shaft, or while we are using it for shaft gauging,
Yeah,
won't that require a wear allowance, not go
yeah.
gauge?
If it's a go for no not go gauge will not require an allowance, but go gauge, yes, allowance will be required. Wear allowance will be required in that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So it is meant to extend the service life of the gauges and keep them working. Now let's take a problem. Now this is going to be a long problem which we'll be taking. The problem is design the general type go and not go gauges as per British system, that is the ISO system which we are talking about, for a 40 shaft. 40 shaft and a hole pair. So pair, that means hole and shaft pair is 40 is the basic size. It is designated as 40 H8 D9. So can you tell me what type of fit are we expecting over here? 40, H8 and D9. Capital H for hole. So what is the tolerance on the hole? Tolerance grade of hole is 8 and tolerance grade of shaft is 9. And type is H and the hole is type H and shaft is D9. So can you tell what type of fit are we expecting in this?
So clearance.
क्लियरेंस होगा.
Why would you say that?
So because A से लेके H तक हम लोग क्लियरेंस फिट लेते हैं जनरली.
Yeah. So when you go to A to H is clearance fit. In fact, up to G. For hole, it goes up to, let's say, H we have already fixed. So up to G it is clearance fit. And when you go to H, it starts becoming transition fit if H is shaft over here, small h. Okay. So we go ahead. So it's a clearance fit. So it can always be asked from you what type of fit it is. The tolerance is given as I is 0.453 cubic root D plus 0.001 D. Now, can you tell me what is the dimension of D and what is the dimension of I?
Sir, I is in micrometers.
Yeah, and D is in mm, right? So always be careful. Now, this is first thing which is given. We can say it is A. The second thing which is given is 40 mm lies in the diameter range. In range 30 to 50 mm. That is D1 and D2, right? IT8 grade is 25I and IT9 is 40I. Also, upper deviation of shaft is given as minus 16 d raised to power 0.44. And wear allowance is 10% of gauge tolerance.
सर व्हाट इज अपर डेविएशन वो दिख नहीं रहा है.
Minus 16 d raised to power 0.44. इसको ठीक कर देते हैं. Minus 16 d raised to power 0.44. Can you tell me it is a hole basis system or a shaft basis system?
Whole basis, sir.
How would you say that?
Because of capital H.
No. वो तो टॉलरेंस ग्रेड है. डी भी है.
सर कैपिटल एच और स्मॉल डी दिया है तो उसका मतलब होल वाले पे हम लोग 0 लेवल लेंगे ना.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. डी स्मॉल डी मीन्स shaft and capital H means, I mean, capital letters always indicate hole and small letters always indicate shaft.
Sir, upper deviation of shaft is not 0 in this case.
Exactly. So upper, either see it, if it's a hole basis system, upper lower deviation will be 0 for hole, right? And if it is, I mean, we are giving that upper deviation of shaft is non-zero. That basically means it's a hole basis system. Is it clear to all of you?
So can you please repeat this point again?
See, upper deviation of shaft is given. One of the, when you are designing hole or the shaft, I mean, when you are whatever basis, you'll have to keep one basis, hole basis or shaft basis. Definitely, you'll have to keep. Okay, when you're designing gauges or even when you're designing the assembly. So one of that has to be zero. Either lower deviation of hole has to be zero or upper deviation of shaft has to be zero. If lower deviation of hole is zero, that means it is hole basis system. Okay, and if it is a upper deviation of shaft is zero, that means it's a shaft basis system. So here we see that its shaft is non-zero, upper deviation of shaft is non-zero. That basically means that it is a shaft basis system, hole basis system. Am I clear now?
Sir, does this also imply that lower deviation of hole is 0?
Exactly,
Okay, sir.
because we have to keep basis, hole basis or shaft basis. Either of that has to be there. Like it's a reference line, so you have to set the reference line. Okay, so we start doing the problem now. So first thing that we are going to do is we want to find out the dimensions of the shaft and the hole. And then we are going to find out the dimensions of the gauges. Now, in order to find out the dimensions of shaft and hole, I need to calculate the tolerance, right? And why do I need to find out shaft and hole? Can anyone tell the dimensions of shaft and hole? Why can't I directly go designing the go and the no go gauge? Yes, anyone?
Sir, because the go and no go gauge tolerances will be calculated on the basis of job only.
Exactly. Then only you'll know what you have to measure. First, you should know what you want to measure. Then you make, I mean, we're not measure but gauge. First, you should know what you want to gauge. So, I want to gauge shaft and a hole. So, what are the dimensions of the shaft and a hole? So, I would like to see that. Okay. So, first we find out the D. You may actually note down this formula which is there, which I've written, or take a snapshot of this so you can refer it back and forth, these values. Okay, we go ahead now. So can you tell where do we start? In order to calculate the value of I, what do I need?
D.
Capital D will be calculated on the basis of range given.
Yeah, so here the range which is D max and D min, which is given as 50 and 30, right? So D will be, tell me the value of D. See, you have to do this along with me parallelly. It's not like you may think that sir will upload the lecture, then I will see that. No, do it together. Then you will enjoy it also. Otherwise, you'll get
38.73.
38.7. I will keep it up to 4 decimal places. There's a reason because the tolerances will be of that range. So we will keep it up to 4 decimal places. Okay. And the value of fundamental tolerance will be given by, I will be given by, we substitute the values over here. And what do we get after substituting D? Yes, what's the value of I?
1.5742.
Okay, 1.57. What I'm writing 1.5710, what I have got. Okay. So, I mean, you are close only. You can keep that value which you are getting. Okay. That's no issue. 1.5714. Okay, let's keep it 1.5714. The whole quality for whole quality H8. So let's find out the dimensions of the hole for H8 type of hole. The fundamental tolerance is given as 25I. Is fundamental tolerance. So the value of this would be 0.0392 mm, right? So this is the tolerance for hole which we've got. Now, what will be the upper and the lower dimension of hole? Can anyone tell? Lower.
So 0.0393 will be the
What will be the lower limit of hole?
0.
Lower tolerance 0.
It is 40 mm. 0 कैसे हो सकती है lower limit of hole? 40 mm. Why? Because it is a hole basis. So fundamental deviation of hole is 0 in this case. Okay, and lower and higher limit of hole will be 40 plus or minus.
Minus.
Why minus?
So because in whole case, if we want to increase the whole side, we'll have to decrease the dimensions.
No, it's not about machining. It is about we've taken it as a whole basis system and it is a clearance fit. So it has to be larger only. Fundamental deviation is 0, no?
Yes, sir.
तो इससे बड़ी डायमेंशन ही होगी ना वो, तो फिर छोटी थोड़ी होगी.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Plus 0.039. So it will be 40.039. Okay. Then we go ahead and calculate the same for shaft. So shaft is D9. So corresponding tolerance for shaft is 40I. So its fundamental tolerance is for shaft is
62.856.
62. Okay. Now we need to find out lower and the upper limit of shaft. So what will be the now this shaft has to be smaller than the basic size, or you can say lower limit of hole. Okay, this shaft has to be smaller than, then only you get the clearance fit. So fundamental deviation we should know. So fundamental deviation of shaft, then only we can find out, no? So I'll make the diagram also. Let me make the diagram first. So let's say this is your hole, right? This is 40. This dimension is 40. Now this is your basic size. Now in order to get the clearance fit, shaft has to be below only. Okay, so this is going to be the tolerance zone of the shaft. Now we know the tolerance I mean, this we have got to know, that is 0.0628 mm. This we know now, but we don't know this. What do we call this thing? This dimension? What do we call this dimension?
Upper deviation of shaft.
Yeah, this is the upper deviation of shaft, which is the fundamental deviation in this case. So which is given as minus 16 d raised to power 0.44. Minus 16 d raised to power 0.44. So what is the value which we get? What's the value?
Minus 79.9576.
I'm getting it as minus 0.0799 mm. Okay, so this is what I'm getting as fundamental deviation of shaft. Now I can get these dimension. Tell me the lower limit of shaft and the upper limit of shaft. LLS, tell me lower limit of shaft. So it will be 40 minus, see, always make the diagrams, then you will understand better. Minus below, so it is 0.0799 plus 0.0628. Okay, so what do we get now?
$39.8573.
39.8573 mm. Okay, and similarly higher limit of shaft will be 40 minus 0.0799. So this will be
39.9201.
39.9201 mm. Okay, so now we have the hole and the shaft ready to be gauged by the gauge. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Undo. Where did I bought it from here? So we go ahead and now gauge tolerance was assumed to be 10%. Until and unless specified otherwise, you take it as 10% always. So gauge, first we are going to make the go gauge, that is for the hole. So gauge tolerance for hole will be What will be that value? 10% of what is the tolerance on hole?
0.039.
0.039, which is 0.0039. Okay. Wear allowance. Wear allowance for hole is 10% of gauge tolerance. So even that is smaller than that. 10% of gauge tolerance. I'm saying as GT. 10% of gauge tolerance. So 10% of gauge tolerance is 0.00039 mm. So now you can see that it is getting so small. And similarly, gauge tolerance for shaft also we can, so GT for shaft. And wear allowance is not there or not. Wear allowance will be there for shaft or not? Tell me.
No, sir.
See, go gauge has to be there for shaft and hole both. Okay, so wear allowance has to be there for both hole. आपको go gauge तो दोनों के लिए बनाना पड़ेगा ना. Gauge tolerance and wear tolerance for shaft we find out. So this will be 10% of shaft is I can't see the other one, so 0.063. Okay, so what is that value? 0.0063. You may take it to 4 digits if you have written it earlier, because I may have to go back and forth up and down again, so I'm taking this. Similarly, wear allowance for shaft will be 0.00063 mm. Okay, next. For hole, we have to find out go gauge and no go gauge. So we are designing first for hole, then we design for the shaft. So for hole, am I going fast? Please let me know. If I'm going fast, let me know. Can we go ahead? Say yes, all of you in the chat box. Say yes in the chat box if we can go ahead. I want to see how many people are listening also. So Vikas, Sagar, Manya, Krishna, Ashwin, Ananya, Sweetie. Okay, so I'm going ahead now. Okay, so first we have to find out for hole. We are designing go shaft, go gauge and no go gauge for hole. So for hole, the go and no go gauge is like a plug gauge. Okay. So limits of go plug gauge. Go plug gauge. You have to use a bit of your imagination all the time in this. So lower limit of gauge will be, what will be the lower? See, basic size will always be there. So this, now imagine this has to go inside the hole. Okay. So the basic size we take as it is, and then on that we apply what? This is the lower limit we are talking about. Okay. Tell me one thing. Where do we apply the gauge tolerance? how do we apply the gauge tolerance and how do we apply the wear tolerance? Let's say there is this thing. You can always take a pen and a cap to understand the situation. This pen has to go inside the cap, right? So we are designing a gauge which should slide over the shaft. Okay. Now lower limit, what should be the lower limit and upper limit of the shaft of this particular ring? Sorry, we are designing plug gauge. So what should be the lower limit and upper limit of this shaft which is going to go inside the hole? So it will be basic size plus something in both the cases. Gauge tolerance on basic size. Gauge tolerance on basic size. No, I'm talking about low limit, right? Tell me, if there is a shaft, right? Let's make the figure. So this is the shaft, right? And this is the hole. This is the go gauge shaft. Okay. And this is the hole it wants to test. Now, this is the, you can say, gauge maker's tolerance, okay, on it. So lower limit of this go gauge, right over here.
Sir, it would be 40 minus gauge tolerance plus wear allowance.
So it has to go inside, just remember it. So if you subtract it, it will be smaller and not testing the lower limit. Then this limit has to be tested first. This limit has to be tested first. We are talking about the low limit. So your go gauge should be, you should be adding or subtracting something from this one.
Sir, but if we are testing for hole, right? And our gauge tolerance has to be some value which is exceeding this particular value. What I mean to say is, if we want to test the lower limit, it would be lower limit for hole, not shaft, right?
So if we want to test the lower, I mean, yeah. So you can see over here, this is our go plug gauge. Okay. And if it is going, what does it indicate? And it has to have upper and the lower limit both. Okay. So in both the cases, it should slide inside or not. When the go plug gauge is at highest value and is at the lowest value, in both the cases, it should be sliding inside, right? Okay. Now, when it has to slide inside, that means you can say that if this is, yeah, Sagar, you're saying 40 plus wear allowance. Okay. So on what basis are you saying it, Sagar?
सर आई एम सेइंग कि अगर वेयर अलाउंस हमारा बहुत ही छोटी क्वांटिटी है,
हाँ.
तो वो रेगुलर यूज के बाद थोड़ा शाफ्ट हमारा वेयर आउट हो भी जाएगा, तो भी वो हमारे लोअर लिमिट को सेटिस्फाई करेगा.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, that this shaft over here has to slide inside. Now, when it is going to slide inside, you at least will have to make sure that if it gets worn out, it should not become smaller than the basic size which you are testing, right? So if let's say if it is 40 plus wear allowance, lower limit of gauge would be 40 plus wear allowance. Okay, so let's say if this is the tolerance zone we want to make, and there is also an arrangement for wear allowance we have to make on it. So if it is at its lower value, even at the lower value, wear allowance has to be applied. Okay, so what will this value be? 40 plus.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you are writing low limit for the go gauge, right?
Yeah. go
sir.
plug gauge. Yeah. So it will be 40 plus 0.00039. Okay, so that will be 40.00039. Now let's compare these dimensions with the tolerance zone of the hole. So tolerance zone of the hole is where is that? Lower limit of hole and higher limit of hole is 40. So in both the cases, this will go inside or not. See, if it is at 40, see here, lower limit of hole is 40 and higher limit of hole is 40.039. Okay, now when it is at low limit, go plug gauge is at low limit 40.0039. It means it is larger than the small size of the hole. But you can see that the tolerance is 0.00039. I mean, this it's slightly very minutely, I mean microscopically slightly larger. So this is to ensure that the lower you are testing the lower size of the shaft. It is, if it is too loose, what's going to happen? Can you tell? If it is 39 point something, what will be the use of go plug gauge? You can even make it for 20 mm, right? And then also it will go. Are you getting what I'm saying?
जितना ज्यादा क्लोज वैल्यू होगी हमारी बेसिक साइज के उतना ज्यादा एक्यूरेट हमें रिजल्ट मिलेगा.
Exactly. Then only we can say, no, we have to be close to the basic size, or we have to be close to the limits of the hole. Then only we are gauging it without measuring it. Basically, what you are ensuring is that it is within the limits. So it has to be just there. Okay, the dimensions of the go plug gauge has to be just there. Okay, and the higher limit will be,
एक्सक्यूज मी सर.
yeah.
सर हमारा कोई भी जो भी हमारा होल होगा उसमें एक टॉलरेंस तो हम लेते ही हैं.
हाँ
उसकी एक सर लोअर लिमिट भी होगी,
हाँ, एक अपर लिमिट भी होगी.
एक अपर लिमिट भी होगी. तो सर इसमें तो वो लोअर लिमिट में गो गेज हमारा अंदर जाएगा ही नहीं ना, तो वो लोअर लिमिट वाले तो सारे
जाएगा.
डिस्कार्ड हो जाएंगे
ये
प्रोडक्ट्स.
मैंने ये बात इसीलिए उठाई है because 40.0039 is something which is with slight push it will go. Okay, it's not like you'll have to fight with the thing to push it. No, it will just go in. It is so small, it is just matching the edges. It's like both the edges will be matching. And also it will be a big coincidence if your hole which has been produced is of 40 mm and your gauge is also at the lowest. So can you imagine what kind of coincidence it will be? Can you imagine what kind of coincidence it will be that both of them are at the lowest value? Do you agree with me or not?
सर ओके, दैट्स करेक्ट कि मतलब वो अंदर तो चला जाएगा क्योंकि बहुत ही माइन्यूट सा डिफरेंस है, तो वो रेजिस्टेंस नहीं देगा.
हाँ. Okay. So now we find out the higher limit of the go plug gauge. So in order to find out the higher limit of go plug gauge, what do we do? It will be 40 plus what? अभी टॉलरेंस तो लगाई नहीं है. गेज मेकर टॉलरेंस तो
सर
हमने
हमने
लगाई नहीं है अभी.
टॉलरेंस होल का यूज क्या किया?
टॉलरेंस तो अभी लगाएंगे ना, अब हम हायर लिमिट में लगाएंगे ना टॉलरेंस. तो अभी तो ये बिल्कुल जो बॉटम लिमिट है उस पे है. वेयर अलाउंस इज नॉट योर टॉलरेंस. वेयर अलाउंस इज मेंट फॉर वेयर एंड टेयर. सो इट शुड बी देयर इवन एट द लोएस्ट वैल्यू. ओके, लोएस्ट वैल्यू ऑफ गो प्लग गेज पे भी आपको वेयर अलाउंस तो लगानी पड़ेगी ना. लोएस्ट पे तो लोएस्ट मींस, व्हाट डज लोएस्ट मींस? Lowest means that there is no tolerance. At the lowest value, tolerance is not applied on the right. Lowest value पे tolerance थोड़ी है. Tolerance तो अभी लगाएंगे ना, अब हम हायर लिमिट में लगाएंगे ना टॉलरेंस तो. अभी तो ये बिल्कुल जो बॉटम लिमिट है उस पे है. वेयर अलाउंस इज नॉट योर टॉलरेंस. वेयर अलाउंस इज मेंट फॉर वेयर एंड टेयर. सो इट शुड बी देयर इवन एट द लोएस्ट वैल्यू. टॉलरेंस
sir.
तो लो के ऊपर स्टार्ट होती है ना? So now it will be tolerance over here, or I'll write gauge maker's tolerance GT plus wear allowance. Wear allowance तो उस पे भी लगेगा, higher पे भी लगेगा, right? So it will be 40 plus gauge tolerance is 0.0039 and the wear allowance is 0.00039. So we get it as 40.004.
सर इसमें जो हमने गेज टॉलरेंस यूज करा है वो वही वाला है जो हमने अभी निकाला था,
हाँ।
10% ऑफ 039।
हाँ वही है।
तो सर इसमें हम लोग अपर लिमिट ऑफ होल के लिए नहीं निकालेंगे क्या?
नहीं, go plug gauge is, see, look at the limits of the go plug gauge. 40.00039, 40.00429. Now it lies within the tolerance zone of the hole. These both the dimensions lies inside the, and 40.039, and this one is upper limit, you can see, is 40.00429. Okay, so in both the cases.
सर ये ज्यादा छोटा नहीं हो गया टेस्ट करने के लिए अपर लिमिट को?
हाँ सर, ये कैसे एक्यूरेट आंसर
एक
देगा?
बार चेक करो वैल्यू, आई मीन डू द एडिशन, डू इट योरसेल्फ।
सर आंसर तो यही है, मतलब वैल्यू तो यही आएगी अगर 40 प्लस GT प्लस WA करेंगे, बट ये लॉजिकली देखेंगे तो ज्यादा छोटा हो गया ना सर।
See, it is ensuring that your hole is not, what is the use of go gauge, you tell me? Go gauge का use क्या है पहले बताओ? That it should go in.
यस सर।
अपर डायमेंशन को, मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन को टेस्ट करता है गो गेज। तो मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन क्या है होल की? Go gauge is designed for maximum metal conditions. Taylor's principle. So what is the? हाँ
सर बट अगर हम लोग यहाँ पे, जैसे हम लोग ने जब लोअर लिमिट के लिए टेस्ट किया था तो हमने जो लोअर लिमिट है उस पे ये वेयर अलाउंस ऐड कर दिया था डायरेक्टली, ताकि वो एकदम क्लोज रहे उसकी लोअर लिमिट की वैल्यू के, होल की लोअर लिमिट वैल्यू के।
नहीं, वेयर अलाउंस हमने इसलिए ऐड किया है कि वो ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम वो वेयर एंड टेयर हो जाता है।
एग्जैक्टली सर, मतलब 40 पे ऐड किया है हम लोगों ने।
हाँ, क्योंकि आप उसको थोड़ा पुश करके, आप देखते हैं ना 40.0039, इसको थोड़ा पुश करके आप करेंगे। सो इसकी हायर लिमिट भी ये, इस बड़ी से बड़ा होल ये इतना हो सकता है, छोटे से छोटा इतना होना चाहिए।
हाँ तो सर सेम केस में अगर हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे 40 को यूज किया है कैलकुलेशन के लिए, तो जब हायर लिमिट निकाल रहे हैं तो उसके अंदर होल की हायर लिमिट को यूज नहीं करेंगे क्या?
किया ना, होल की हायर लिमिट, ये होल की नहीं होगी, उसमें गेज की होगी हायर, आई मीन टॉलरेंस जो है वो सी, मैं बेसिक की बात करेंगे हम। आप गो गेज किस चीज के लिए डिजाइन किया जाता है? मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन और मिनिमम मेटल कंडीशन, कल पढ़ाया था ना।
हाँ सर, मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन के लिए।
मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन क्या होती है होल की? इसमें मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन के करस्पॉन्डिंग डायमेंशन क्या है होल की? 40 है या उससे हायर वाली है?
40
है ना। तो हम 40 डायमेंशन के लिए ही डिजाइन कर रहे हैं गो गेज, ना कि हम उसकी हायर वाली डायमेंशन के लिए। हायर डायमेंशन के लिए नॉट गो होता है, मिनिमम मेटल कंडीशन के लिए। It means that it is not smaller than a smallest hole. Go plug gauge means that it is not smaller than the smallest hole. It is just going in. So तभी तो आपकी ये टेस्ट होगी डायमेंशन। गो गेज से आप टेस्ट क्या कर रहे हैं? अगर आपको थोड़ा सा हल्का सा जोर लगाना पड़ रहा है उसको स्लाइड करने के लिए, दैट मीन्स इसकी डायमेंशंस मैच कर रही हैं लोअर लिमिट से। अगर गो गेज नहीं जाता तो इसका क्या मतलब है? अगर गो गेज अंदर नहीं जाता तो इसका क्या मतलब है बताओ?
हमारे रिक्वायर्ड साइज से छोटा है।
या सो आवर होल इज स्मॉलर देन द परमिसिबल साइज ऑफ द होल, which is that's what you're testing. आप मिनिमम मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन होल की चेक कर रहे हैं कि ये इससे ज्यादा छोटा तो नहीं है। कि मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन ब्रीच तो नहीं हो रही है. Getting it? So it is never a requirement that your go gauge should very easily slide inside, just like under the force of gravity it slides. No, that is never your requirement. That's not what you want. You want your go gauge to be slightly tight, slightly, or you have to apply some force while you're checking it. मैंने आपको दिखाया था go and not go gauge वीडियो में.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir, yes.
in that it was taking some effort while he was putting it in the hole, right?
सर बट ये लोअर लिमिट ऑफ होल के लिए तो ट्रू है, लेकिन अपर लिमिट ऑफ होल के लिए हम लोग को फोर्स शायद नहीं लगाना पड़ेगा ना, क्योंकि वो उससे छोटा है.
नहीं, आप बेटा आप ना होल तो बन चुका है आपका ऑलरेडी. सो वी आर डिजाइनिंग द प्लग गेज राइट नाउ. ओके, एंड दिस प्लग गेज शुड बी क्लोज टू द मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन विच इज 40 एंड नॉट द अपर लिमिट. अपर लिमिट के लिए तो नॉट गो गेज अलग से बनाएंगे. अभी तो गो गेज ही बना रहे हैं हम. अभी गो गेज हमने होल के लिए बनाया है, फिर गो गेज हम बनाएंगे शाफ्ट के लिए, फिर नॉट गो गेज बनाएंगे होल के लिए, फिर नॉट गो गेज बनाएंगे शाफ्ट के लिए.
ओके सर, समझ.
सर बेसिकली जो हमारे पास दो लिमिट्स आई है 40.00039 एंड 41.004 वाली, ये वो दो लिमिट्स है ना जहां पर हमारा गेज हो सकता है. मतलब इन दो डायमेंशंस के बीच में गेज हो तो हमारा ओके है.
हाँ,
देन
exactly.
एक बार के लिए 40.00039 वाली है वो हम मान सकते हैं कि इजीली चली जाएगी. बट सर 40.004 का अगर हमारा गेज बन जाता है तो उसमें तो सर हमें फिर मतलब वो कैसे पता चलेगा कि
ये भी जाएगा. जैसे वो जा रहा है ना 0039, वैसे ही ये भी जाएगा. बिट ऑफ लार्जर, बिट ऑफ
थोड़ी
हायर.
बहुत resistance होगी बट अंदर चले जाएंगे वो.
इट इज अ स्नग फिट. आपने देखा रिंगिंग देखी है आपने? गेजेस में रिंग हो जाते हैं. वो लैब में देखा था आपने? गेजेस जो है चिपक जाते हैं. इफ यू स्लाइड वन गेज ओवर द अदर दे स्टिक टू ईच अदर. रिंगिंग. So they are so smooth, the surface finish of the gauges is so smooth that they tend to slide even with the matching dimensions. If you still are not convinced, you see more videos on YouTube and see that how gauges are used, and you will find that they are slight force has to be. If it is going very freely inside, that means it is the, what does it mean if it is going very freely inside?
हमारा गेज ठीक नहीं है. मतलब
आपकी जो मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन है वो ब्रीच हो रही है. मतलब आपका जो होल का जो मैक्सिमम मेटल कंडीशन थी उससे बड़ा होल है आपका, राइट?
यस सर, गॉट दैट नाउ.
ओके, सो ये तो हुई गो प्लग गेज की बात. नाउ वी हैव टू इसका नॉट गो भी बनाना है होल के लिए. ये तो गो गेज बनाया है हमने होल के लिए. नाउ फॉर होल वी हैव टू डिजाइन नॉट गो गेज आल्सो. So in not go gauge, not go plug gauge. I forgot to write the plug gauge. So in the not go plug gauge for shaft, let's say. So for we've designed it for hole, right? एक काम करते हैं, पहले दोनों गो गेज ही बनाएंगे. नॉट गो का कॉन्सेप्ट हम कल करेंगे. सो इसको हम just leave it here. So because it will be easy for you to understand, जब गो गेज हम दोनों के लिए एक साथ ही बनाते हैं. So limits of go plug gauge we have already found out. And the limits of what do you say? You want to see? I want to what I was thinking is let's make the complete thing, that is limits of not go and go gauge together ही बना लेते हैं हम plug का. It will be much logical. चलो वही करते हैं फिर जो हम पहले कर रहे थे. So not go plug gauge. Plug gauge simply means that we are doing it for hole, right? So lower limit of not go, low limit of not go. So low limit of not go plug gauge would be
40.0393
plus wear allowance.
wear allowance आएगा not go में?
नहीं आएगा सर.
not go में नहीं आएगा.
So lower limit will be basic size plus fundamental tolerance of hole. That is 40 plus what is the fundamental tolerance of hole? 0.039.
0.0393.
Okay. 40.03. Okay, and the higher limit will be higher limit क्या होगी? Easy.
Plus gauge tolerance.
Gauge tolerance. आपने gauge tolerance तो ऐड करी नहीं थी, तो 40 plus 0.0393 plus gauge tolerance. So which comes out as 40.0429 mm. Okay. So any doubts? Let me just make it. I'll just quickly summarize it. So this was the problem, and we had to design go and no go gauge for pair 40 H8 and D9. Okay, we found out the D value. We found out here. We found out the dimensions of the shaft and the hole. After finding out the dimensions of the shaft and the hole, I apply wear tolerance, wear allowance, and the gauge tolerance on the go plug gauge and the no go plug gauge. So go plug gauge, it is made for maximum metal condition. So lower limit is what we are interested in, and not go plug gauge is something we are interested in. So it's basically, it should be larger than the largest size of the hole, right? So why it is, why have we added 0.0393?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, we found out the higher limit for go plug gauge for a hole. So can I say, and it is for, of course, for the maximum metal condition. So can I say that this beyond this higher limit, the gauge will not go inside the hole for the maximum metal condition?
No, but again, what we are trying to test, we are trying to test the maximum metal condition. Okay, so if it is this gauge, what does these limits indicate? 40.00039 and 40.00429. What do they indicate? They indicate that it is matching. It is matching the lower dimension of the hole. That is the maximum metal condition. If it is not going inside with even a bit of force, what does it indicate? That maximum metal condition is breached, in the sense that the hole is, if it doesn't go, what does it mean? The hole is smaller or bigger than what they thought. Imagine you manufactured a 41 mm hole, and imagine you manufactured a 39 mm hole. Okay, so this go plug gauge is going to go inside in 41 mm. Okay, and it's not going to go inside 39 mm. Right or not, Piyush?
Yes, sir.
So are you testing the maximum metal condition or minimum? Are you interested in testing whether it is larger or whether it is smaller? If it is going very easily inside, then you say that it goes easily inside this one. So if it is going easily inside this one, what does it mean? It means that the hole is larger than what you thought. And if it is not going inside, then what does it mean? Your go gauge should go, and it is not going inside. It means that the hole is smaller than what the lower limit of the hole. Getting it?
Okay, sir, got that.
Okay. My question was, why did we added 0.0393 in the not go plug gauge?
Sir, because it's no go and we have to decide it on the upper limit.
Yeah. So the max. So you have to say that we start from where it is the highest size of the hole. So it should not go inside for even the largest hole, right? That's why it is 0.0393. And then over that we apply the gauge tolerance. Okay. So in the next class we will design not go. I mean, this is the plug gauge. In the next class we design the ring gauge for the shaft. This is for the hole which we have designed. Okay. So we conclude, and you give your attendance, all of you.
Sir?